I tell people all of the time, over the course of your entire life, you are the biggest liar you will ever meet. You lie to yourself far more than anyone else lies to you. In Matthew 4:4, Jesus uses the picture of physical bread that's hard for a fat man to accept. But in Matthew 4:4, Jesus answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone," even though it tastes good, but I added that part, "but by every word that comes from the mouth of God." Think about that, because we tend to think about life caring greatly about physical sustenance. And Jesus says that's not how the spiritual man thinks. If all that you have is physical sustenance, Jesus is saying you are incomplete and you cannot combat the lies of the devil. That is unthinkable, but that is Jesus' point. He's saying that if you are regenerated, if you are indwelt by the Spirit of God, you should no longer think of yourself as a mere physical man, because you understand the things of the Spirit of God. Therefore, you are spiritual man. 1 Corinthians 2, starting in verse 14, Paul writes about this. He says, "The natural person does not accept the things of the Spirit of God. They are folly or foolishness to him. And he is not able to understand them because they are spiritually discerned. The spiritual person then judges all things, but is himself to be judged by no one. For who has understood the mind of the Lord so as to instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ." Think about the implications of that. You can think God's thoughts, is what Paul is saying. You're a spiritual man. Therefore, your sustenance is not mere bread. We have the ability as Christians to filter everything through God's Word. So, your identity is very much the Bible. You don't battle solely external lies, because your own thoughts can lie to you, because that's where Satan works. If you want to understand spiritual warfare as mainly the battlefield of the